Have you ever noticed how your thoughts seem to shape everything around you? As if, somehow, reality responds to what you think and feel. In this video, we will explore in depth the power of the mind and how what we think day after day directly impacts our lives. I will show you how the mental patterns you feed may be creating the reality you live today, whether it is good or full of challenges. Just imagine, if you could transform your thoughts, what changes would this bring to your finances, relationships, or even your health? I will share insights and techniques so that you can shape your thoughts in a positive way and, thus, attract a reality much more aligned with your desires. Are you ready to understand why certain things always happen to you? And what's more, do you want to discover how to take control of your mind to create a fuller and more satisfying life? Stay with me until the end, because what I will share may be the key to transforming everything around you. The mirror principle is one of those secrets that, once unlocked, reveals an incredible power over our reality. Imagine for a moment that the world around you is, in fact, a giant mirror reflecting your inner self, your beliefs, thoughts, and intentions. The idea that reality is a reflection of identity and worldview is powerful, isn't it? If, deep down, you believe you're not capable of achieving something, the world will find ways to reflect that back to you, creating barriers, challenges. It's like the universe is merely confirming what you quietly whisper to yourself each day. Now, before you think this is just about positive thinking, know that the mirror principle goes much deeper. It's a journey that touches the most profound parts of self-transformation. It's not about trying to manipulate the world around you. Instead, it's about what you see when you look within. Do you see insecurity, fear, or a scarcity mindset? Then, that's precisely what the mirror of reality will return to you. This principle is like one of those honest friends who isn't afraid to confront you, and that confrontation might be exactly what you need to understand where you need to grow, where your inner world and outer world need alignment. Here's the crux: the mirror doesn't lie. If you foster a scarcity mentality, the idea that there's never enough, the world will give you back more situations of lack, shortage, and difficulty. On the other hand, by cultivating an abundance mindset, an inner vision of abundance, you start. A practical example. Think about that person who's always complaining about their job, hating every second, every task. The mirror of the world gives back exactly that: more discontent, more dissatisfaction. So, what to do? Start by understanding that what you see outside is a reflection of what's within. That's the first, most eye-opening step. Imagine what it would feel like to realize that you have the power to shape life like a true alchemist, someone who can transmute reality. There's no magic involved here, but there is a science, a practice of the self-discovery journey, where answers reveal themselves. You might wonder, where do I start? A good tip is to start identifying small limiting beliefs you carry daily. Write them down. The more aware you become of them, the more power you have to change them. Small steps, like adopting a new perspective on a problem, are already a way to adjust the image the mirror will reflect. And if you're wondering how this all applies to your own life, remember that this process is a journey. The first step is to look at what the mirror is showing right now. It might feel a little unsettling, but self-reflection is one of the most powerful tools for life transformation. You know that old saying, change the inside to transform the outside. It's never been more accurate. And speaking of transformation, this leads us right to the next point. What can you do to actually shape the reality you desire? Understanding how to shape reality with the mirror principle involves grasping for core keys that make all the difference. The first is recognizing that reality mirrors two things: your relationship with yourself and with the world around you. Think of it this way. If you see yourself as not good enough, then reality will reflect this belief back to you. That's the cycle. Whatever belief you feed into the mirror is confirmed in your experiences. But if you start seeing yourself as capable, as worthy, reality has no choice but to catch up. It's like a mirror that never argues, it just reflects what you give it. The second key is patience, a tough pill to swallow for many. The reality you see outside doesn't form instantly, there's always a delay. In the inner world, we can visualize our desires instantly, but the outer world takes time to manifest. If you've ever started a new habit or tried changing a belief, you know it doesn't shift overnight. This is where persistence comes in. Stick with the image of who you want to be long enough for it to manifest, and don't let a slow start shake your confidence. Think of it as planting a seed. It doesn't sprout the next day, but it's growing under the surface. The third key is to focus on what you want rather than what you lack. When you focus on scarcity, the mirror reflects scarcity. If you're always stressed about money, for instance, the world will hand you more reasons to stress about money. But if you shift to an abundance mindset, even if it feels strange at first, you'll see different results in your reality. A small exercise, each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple habit shifts focus from lack to abundance, and, over time, changes what the mirror shows back to you. Our fourth and final key is mastering the reflection cycle. Here's the kicker. Most people look at the reflection, the things happening around them, and let that decide how they feel. But if you start with the image you want and focus on that rather than your current circumstances, the cycle reverses. This is how you become a co-creator, a true architect of your reality. It's like deciding to act confident even before you feel confident. Over time, reality begins to mirror that confidence, and it becomes real. Now, with these 4 keys, you're ready to start the work of transforming the mirror. These 4 keys are all about mastering yourself before you master the world. Once you've got a grip on these, you're ready for the next step, applying them practically in daily life. Because, after all, knowing the keys is one thing, using them is where the magic happens. Applying the mirror principle to daily life is where things get real. It's one thing to understand the theory, but now it's time to put it into action. Start small. Think of something you want to change, maybe your confidence or your financial situation. Instead of focusing on what's lacking, imagine the version of yourself that has already achieved it. Picture yourself feeling confident, abundant, or fulfilled. Now, here's a tip: act as if it's already true. Walk, talk, and make choices as this future you would. This may feel strange initially, but that's the point. It's about reprogramming the inner world so the outer world follows. Daily affirmations are a powerful tool here. These are not just empty phrases, they're seeds you're planting in your subconscious. Write affirmations that speak to your new identity, like "I am worthy," or "I attract opportunities effortlessly." Choose words that resonate, making sure they reflect an abundance mindset rather than scarcity. Say them each morning and evening to reinforce your new image. You'll notice, over time, that these affirmations start reshaping how you view yourself and the world. The mirror begins to reflect the change, and you'll start seeing little shifts in your life. Visualization is another practice that can supercharge the process. Spend a few minutes each day imagining your life as you want it. The key is to see and feel it as if it's happening right now. For example, if you're visualizing success in your career, imagine yourself in that role, handling responsibilities with confidence and ease. Visualization is like sending a blueprint to the mirror, shaping how reality will respond to your self-belief. It's not magic, it's about creating an internal experience so vivid that it becomes the model for your outer world. Journaling is another practical way to apply the mirror principle. Every day, jot down what went well, what you appreciated, and where you felt aligned with your new identity. Not only does this keep you focused on positive change, but it also helps track your journey of self-transformation. You'll notice patterns and breakthroughs that might otherwise go unnoticed. Plus, reading past entries can reinforce how far you've come, building more confidence in the process. And finally, remember that all of this takes time. Real transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, like sculpting a masterpiece, with small changes leading to bigger shifts. Don't rush it. Instead, enjoy the journey. The mirror is always there, reflecting what you feed it. Now, with these practical steps in place, you're ready to explore the deeper power of the mirror and how it affects your personal transformation. The mirror of reality holds a power that's both subtle and immense, like an unseen force shaping everything around us. This power lies in its ability to reflect not just our conscious thoughts, but also our deeper identity, who we truly believe ourselves to be. Personal transformation isn't just about changing one or two habits. It's about reshaping this internal identity. When someone fully embraces this, they can see remarkable shifts in their life. Think of someone you admire who radiates positivity and success. That didn't happen by accident. They likely cultivated that inner image first, and reality had no choice but to follow suit. This inner shift requires an honest look at the messages we're constantly sending to the mirror. Many people unknowingly repeat patterns of doubt, insecurity, and fear. They may say they want success, yet harbor fears of failure deep within. It's like planting seeds of self-belief and abundance on the surface, while letting roots of doubt and scarcity grow underneath. To fully use the mirror principle, one must dig up those old beliefs, bring them to the light, and replace them with a new narrative that aligns with their desired identity. It's like pulling weeds so the garden of your life can flourish. One of the most empowering aspects of the mirror principle is realizing that you're not bound by past experiences. Think of it like being an alchemist who turns inner doubts and limitations into golden opportunities and growth. This transformation doesn't happen all at once, but as you let go of past fears and embrace a new identity, the mirror of reality responds, reflecting your growth and change. If you've struggled with confidence, for instance, try adopting a mantra like, "I am confident and capable." Over time, you'll notice the world responding to this new identity. Opportunities will open. People will respond differently, and your entire outlook will shift. Building this new relationship with the mirror is not only transformative, but deeply satisfying. Every time you notice a positive reflection, be it a compliment, a small success, or a feeling of contentment, you strengthen this connection. It's a cycle of growth. As you invest in your inner self, the outer world reflects that investment back. Think of it as a self-discovery journey, where every step reveals new aspects of yourself and reinforces the reality you're creating. And each reflection serves as a reminder of your power to shape life. Embracing this power, you begin to see life as an exciting adventure, full of potential and possibility. Each day brings a new chance to refine your inner image and witness the world change in response. The journey doesn't end here, though it's a continuous path of growth, where every step forward brings deeper insights. As you reflect on this, ask yourself, what reality do you want to see reflected tomorrow? The answer to that question is the key to your next step.